Alright, so you thought this video was over, didn't you? Well, it's not. This, the big burrito just fell off, just snapped off. I was trying to prune a few branches on the top and it snapped. So we had both of these snap and they actually look fairly clean cuts. And so I had one that's still working here. So once you get the air layer on, just be very gentle with the branches, especially if they're kind of leaning to the side like this, because the cats kept jumping on this tree and hanging off all these branches, so they're already a little bit. So I'm gonna prune this whole tree up. I mean, it's looking pretty shabby, but I wanted to get a few roots on these cuttings prior to putting them in the pots. They'll probably do pretty well because it's coming into spring as cuttings, but you know, air layering them just gives a nice root ball before you chop it off. So I'm gonna try one more time, and I'm actually gonna try a couple different methods that I've been thinking about doing and making them a little more strong, and hopefully they won't snap off. So I'm gonna do this a couple more times, but I'm gonna show you the different way that I'm gonna cut it. And I'm actually gonna try one where I don't cut it, and we're gonna mark that, and we're gonna see if it roots out. I might try a couple like that. Maybe we just scrape it up a little bit. The bark really is the strength on this tree. Once you cut the bark off around it, the middle wood, it's pretty light wood. I'm gonna show you these other couple methods, and then we're gonna see how many hold for the next 6 weeks. Here's what I'm gonna do on this one, and we're gonna try it and see if this works. This is a little bit thinner branch. I'm gonna cut this one off here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm just going to just cut in a little bit. Now this is a grafting knife, so there's a beveled edge on it, so it doesn't like to go too deep, which is nice. I'm just gonna, kind of like you're grafting, just gonna pull the skin off, get down through that cambium layer to the wood, just a little bit. And I'm gonna chop this off down here, and I'm just gonna give it a little area to root out in, just on one side of the cutting. I know we really just need a little bit of roots to start taking hold, and then I think it'll do well. So I'm gonna mark each one of these containers as to what I did. This was the full ring off. This was just a little sliver. So now I'm gonna let's do this one. So this one, maybe I can try something a little bit different. You know, maybe I'll take just a little off of, let's see what would make it more structural top. So yeah, I'll take a little bit off the side here, just like a little bit this time. Now I get to scratch the cambium off here in this little small area. This is all I did to this one. I just took off a little small piece. This little guy, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna shave, as what I did on this one, I'm just gonna shave a little bit off. This one's being supported a little bit by the other branches. And just give me a little of that cambium layer gone. All right, that's good. This one I'm not gonna cut it. So this one I'm just gonna put the air layer on, probably around a node here, around 2 nodes. This node on this side and this node on this side, and see if I can get some branching. So I just want to kind of see all these different methods and let you guys know what works in about 6 weeks. So that's it. I'm gonna make my tacos and I'm gonna start air layering these. So here's my double taco that broke off, the one that we just made. It was such a bummer to see that break off, but I still got that double taco made. I'm just gonna empty this dirt out and I might even use these 2 tacos inside. One of my tacos, and I'm just gonna do this one on the stock that I did not cut. All right, I'm just gonna take the taco, put it around here, and I'm gonna secure it with this grafting tape. You don't need to use grafting tape. If you don't want to, you could use regular tape. I mean, you do want to be kind of gentle when you're doing this, but this one I didn't score, so. Wow. So just put it on there, get it secured. Now we're gonna use some saran wrap. Saran wrap really helps to kind of lock it on there. And then cover up with aluminum foil. And then I'm going to use some tape. And I'm going to mark it. This is the January 15th, no cut on bark. Got the first one. So where's that cut? We got it right here. So we'll put it right here. Yeah, I guess the grafting tape is nice. It gets it nice and tight. So the saran wrap can really grip it. So making the taco, you just want to break the sides of these bags and fill it with dirt. And when you fill it with dirt, you don't want just to put a little bit of dirt in there. You actually want to make sure you push it into the back, into the corners. You want it to be nice and tight, like it's actually the ground. So see, you push it in. I pushed that whole other handful and I still have more room. So I'm gonna go grab some more. Put this stuff on top, push it down, and then I can make my taco out of it. A little Ziploc dirt taco. I'm just gonna have to use more grafting tape this time because I ran out of saran wrap. All right, that's nice. So this one was the slice. This one was the, I'm gonna call it the rectangle. Okay, there it is. So mark those. I still have this one to do, so I'm gonna finish this one up. Okay, gonna put this taco around this small branch, which is nice to have a small branch. That's the cool thing about these small branches. I think this is gonna be a better way to root small cuttings, because the small cuttings, you know, from last year, you guys might have watched some of my videos. I'm anxious to show you an update on all those cuttings after winter, because really I only got a few. So it really is true that you want if you're gonna do cuttings, you want larger cuttings. 1.5 to 2 inches thick to make cuttings work. But when it comes to air layering, I have a feeling you'll be able to develop roots on smaller cuttings by air layering. And that's what I'm excited about this one, because if I put this one in the ground, there's a chance it would survive, but there's a big chance it wouldn't as a cutting. So as an air layer, we might be able to make that happen. All right, almost done here. All right, got 5 air layers on this tree now, and I'm gonna let you guys know how they do in 6 weeks. So this video had a lot of ups and downs, but it's not too bad, because you know, you can just plant them as cuttings and see if they work. If they do break off, just remember they're brittle. Be very careful with them. You know, once you get the air layer on, especially if you take the bark off all the way around, just be real super careful with them. So all right, guys, well, if you like this video, give me a big green thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit that little bell icon and subscribe to the channel, because then you get new updates whenever I post. I really just want to say thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. It means the world to me that you guys will get behind me. So if you guys do want to support me on Patreon, go to patreon.com/developawesomeskills, and we can make some of these cool visions happen together. And join the I Want More Moringa Facebook group so we can plant 1 million moringa trees in 5 years. I know I can't do it without you guys' help, so it'll be really exciting to see this thing happen. And go air layer your own moringa. See how it works for you. So I'll come back in 6 weeks, and I'm gonna show you guys right when spring hits if any of these rooted out. So until next time, develop awesome skills, and I love you guys.